Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-April 2023 love reading. Thank you to those of you who've liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the bridge and the gap spread. And the way it works is we'll look at the past, present, and future energies between you and your main love interest. And once we get through all that, we'll pull some more cards to some additional insight as well. That's where the bridge and the gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel like it's the other way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that away, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have the Four of Coins. So this is a Capricorn energy here, and it could just be saying that you guys might have had a heavy focus on your finances in the past. And if we look at the figure in the background there, it doesn't look like they're physically in the room, right? But it could just be saying that you might have had this person on your mind a lot, even as you were focusing on your finances. And if we look at the facial expression there, it could just be saying that there might not have even necessarily been satisfaction around that, right? So you might have been pursuing the financial goals, and you might have even viewed thoughts of this person coming up as more of a distraction than anything, or for some of you might have been trying to fill the hole of not having this person around through focusing more on your finances. But either way, it looks like it might not have been working out ideally for you. All right, past energy on their side, we have a few cards that came up. We have the Ace of Cups, the World, and the Five of Cups. So really what I'm seeing here is, to me, it says that on the one hand, they were opening up to the idea of love and, seeing the potential within the connection as well. But at the same time, I feel like this is saying that their love lives in general might have been a little bit messy, right? So they might have had multiple people in the picture. They might have actually tried to pursue you in the past before being out of another connection, things along those lines there. But it definitely looks like there was a little bit of chaos going on within their love lives, even though they seem to have an openness and willingness to actually be in a more committed dynamic. All right, present energy on your side, we have the Three of Staves. So here it looks like you have more of an openness to love. So like I said, maybe for those of you who are focusing more on finances, we talked about Capricorn as your money house, and then we had Pluto in there for a really long time. So it could have just been one of those things that made you almost obsessive around focusing on your finances. And now that the energy is moving away from there, you might find yourselves a little bit more open to romance, things along those lines. But yeah, either way, this could just be saying that maybe now you're a bit more open to love, but you're still hoping to see someone meet you halfway around the situation. All right, present energy on their side, we have the Nine of Wands, which is actually Sagittarius energy, and we have the Page of Wands. So really what I'm seeing with these two energies here, what stands out to me here is we see the gate there, just like we see the gate in the Ace of Cups. So for some of you, this could be one of those things where maybe, especially given that Libra full moon that we had recently, it was opposite Chiron, so that might have brought up some old wounds for people. So seeing that energy here, we see the two adults, and then we see the child behind the gate, right? It looks like they feel a little bit left out, so they might be coming to realization that possibly why their love lives have been a bit chaotic is maybe from the way they were raised, right? Maybe they might have felt like they weren't shown love from their parents. They might have felt like their parents were always just focused on each other, not really giving a lot of energy to them, right? So that could have left them feeling like they, had to pursue multiple things to make up for that void that they were feeling. But with the Page of Wands energy here, I feel like this is saying that they're trying to grow out of that, right? I feel like this is saying they're trying to make an effort, right? They're trying to be more focused when it comes to romance in the present. All right. Future energy on your side, we have Magic. So this is the equivalent of the Magician in traditional tarot. And it could just be saying that, you're going to come to that realization in the future that you really do have the ability to shape this connection in the direction you want it to go. So if you have been a little bit more, just holding back and, hoping for things to come your way. This could just be saying that you might be getting a little bit more proactive in the future as far as how you want to see things go within the connection. All right, and future energy on their side, we have the Three of Cups. So yeah, to me, this looks like just more of an energy pointing to bad habits, right? But what stands out to me is the way we see them standing outside the door and not necessarily going into it, right? So it could just be, again, like I said, I feel like this person's still in the healing process. And I feel like this is saying that they really are making an honest effort to overcome some of the bad habits that they might have relied on when they were starting to feel those wounds come back up to the surface. But looks like this is saying though that there would still have to be some patience taken with the situation if you do want to pursue things with them. All right, and bottom of the deck on your side, we have the Two of Cups. So the Two of Cups in this deck always stands out to me because, for one, we see that cup is knocked over. We clearly see there's a storm going on in the background, right? So usually the Two of Cups in most decks has a very bright, vibrant energy, whereas here it looks like definitely like a stormy situation, right? So this could just point to the energy that's going on within the connection between the two of you, right? Where you might have felt like it was really hard to get things off the ground, right? It might have felt like there was always some interference in the way, but at the same time, it looks like the love is still genuine. All right, and the bottom of the deck on their side, we have Temperance. So this is actually the major arcana card for Sagittarius. So interesting, we see two Sagittarius energies on their side. So for some of you, might even resonate more with the cards on the side, but if not, it could just be saying that they really have more of a heavy focus toward you. But yeah, with the Temperance energy here, we even see cup energy again and the cup spilling. So it could just be one of those things where I feel like they feel like you bring the best out of them, right? So maybe when they are around you, they do feel more of a pull to break away from bad habits that they've had in the past. But it could just be saying that, it might not be perfect, right? There could still be some spills, some hiccups along the way, but they do have that genuine desire to be their best selves when they're dealing with you. All right, moving on to the Oracle cards. First, we'll see what we get from the Moonlight deck here. We're going to be all confirmed for the messages from you to them, and then from them to you as well. Almost got one there. All right, got one there, and next we'll see what we get from them to you. And we got one there. All right, so first we'll see what we got on your side. We have Secrets. All right, and then we'll focus. It's a really good secret, apparently. But anyway, just gonna have to take my word for it, I guess, because it won't focus. But it says I hid something from you, and I'm afraid to tell you about it. So interesting energy there, because if anything, that would have felt more like the energy on this side. Because like I said, it looks like this person's trying to overcome some bad habits. But quite frankly, there could be something that was on your radar as well, right? That maybe, especially when you were focusing so heavily on finances in the past. For some of you, it could just be as simple as that, right? Maybe especially for those of you who are just putting a heavy focus toward your finances, but still thinking about this person often, could this be as simple as that, right? Where you necessarily didn't express to them, hey, I actually did have those intense feelings for you, but, for whatever reason, you didn't have a comfort level expressing it to them. But let's see what we have on their side. All right, we have guilt. It says, hurting you was never my intention, but now it's hurting me too. So yeah, this definitely seems to fit a little bit more with what I'm seeing on their side because, like I said, it looks like in the past, just things were a little bit messy with their love lives for sure. Like I said, it looks like they, in the present, at the very least, are aware of why these dynamics were coming into play. And like I said, it looks like they will be trying to heal those things. And it looks like they really do want to be their best selves with you. But like I said, it looks like it's still a work in progress for them. All right, and lastly, we'll pull a card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck here and see what it has to say. And we'll wrap the reading up with that. Got one there. All right, so let's see what you got. Okay, we have Imagine. There's the artwork, and the number is 20. So let's see what this has to say. Okay, the relationship message says in matters of the heart, it's easy to daydream about another as a means of connecting to that person. While that's romantic, if you want this relationship to be real, you need to go for it, not just dream about it. Now is the time to move beyond the daydream and into reality, beyond illusion and into fruition. Relationships are about relating, so step out onto the dance floor where imagination partners with manifestation. The message of this card is that a person with attributes you have imagined will enter your life. You'll be changed for the better. Imagine that. So yeah, interesting to read that message there where it talked about daydreaming because I was talking about out here in the past we see it looked like that figure wasn't physically in a room with her. So it could just be one of those things where, like I said, you might have been focusing more on your finances, but finding yourself thinking about this person often. Then I talked about this is a bit more of a passive energy there. And then we talked about in the future, we see the magician, which is to say that you can shape this situation how you want it to be. Although, like I said, to be fair, it looks like this person's still going through a healing process. It looks like they are trying to put their best foot forward with you. But like I said, it looks like it still could be a work in progress there. So, hope it ever resonated with you guys. I'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.